Hello everyone, welcome Lead School at Home. We have started third chapter of history in unit 4, that is the making of a global world. In that we have studied about first point, that is the pre-modern world. In that we have studied silk routes link the world, food travels, spaghetti and potatoes, then conquest, disease and trade. Then we have studied second point, that is the 19th century from 1815 to 1914. In that we have studied world economy take shape. Then we have studied role of technology, late 19th century colonialism, then Rinderpest or the cattle plague. Now we will study next point of this chapter, that is endangered labor migration from India. Please student, put your textbook in front of you while watching this video and be ready with your pen, notebook and pencil. The example of endangered labor migration from India also illustrate the two-sided nature of the 19th century world. Now here the meaning of endangered labor has given: a bonded laborer under contract to work for an employer for a specific amount of time to pay off his passage to a new country or home. The example of endangered labor migration from India also illustrates the two-sided nature of a 19th century world. And that two-sided nature, it was a world of faster economic growth as well as great misery, higher incomes for some and poverty for others, technological advances in some areas and new forms of corrosion in others. These two-sided nature of 19th century has given here. First one, economic growth as well as great misery. Now meaning of misery, misery means suffering or unhappiness, and next is higher incomes for some and poverty for others. Then third one, technological advances in some areas and new forms of corrosion in others. Now meaning of corrosion means to compel. Meaning of corrosion means to compel. In the 19th century, hundreds of thousands of Indian and Chinese laborers went to work on plantations, in mines and in road and railway construction projects around the world. In the 19th century, hundreds of thousands of Indian and Chinese laborers went to work on plantation, then in mines and in road and railway construction project around the world. In India, endangered laborers were hired under contracts which promised a return travel to India after they had worked 5 years on their employer's plantation. But in India, endangered laborers were hired under contract which promised return travel to India after completion of their 5 years on their employer's plantation. Now we will move towards on the next paragraph. Most Indian endangered workers came from the present day regions of eastern Uttar Pradesh, Bihar, central India and the dry districts of Tamil Nadu. And these endangered laborer from India came the present regions of Uttar Pradesh, Bihar, central India and the dry district of Tamil Nadu. In the mid 19th century, these regions experienced many changes, and in the mid 19th century, many changes happen in these regions. These changes are cottage industries declined, land rents rose, lands were cleared for mines and plantation. These changes happen in these areas. All this affected the lives of the poor. They failed to pay their rents, became deeply indebted, and were forced to migrate in search of work. And all these affected their lives of the poor. Some were failed to pay their rents, became deeply indebted, and were forced to migrate in search of work in other places. Now we will move on to the next. The main destinations of Indian endangered migrants were the Caribbean islands, mainly on Trinidad, Guyana, and Suriname. These are the places of Caribbean islands. Then Mauritius and Fiji. Closer home, Tamil migrants went to Ceylon and Malaya. Endangered workers were also recruited for tree plantations in Assam. Endangered workers were also recruited for a tea plantation in Assam in India. Now we will move towards the next paragraph. Recruitments was done by agents, enact by employers, and paid a small commissions. When recruitment was done by agents, enacted by employers, and paid a small commission to them. Many migrants agreed to take up work hoping to escape poverty or oppression. Now, meaning of oppression means the condition of being oppressed. Many migrants agreed to take up work hoping to escape poverty or oppression in their home villages. Agents also tempted the prospective migrants by providing false information about final destinations, modes of travel, the nature of the work, and living and working conditions. Agents who tempted. Now, meaning of tempted means to entice the prospective migrants by providing false information about final destinations, modes of travel, the nature of the work, and living and working conditions. Often, migrants were not even told that they were to embark on a long sea voyage. Often, migrants were not even told that they were to embark on a long sea voyage. Sometimes agents even forcibly abandoned less willing migrants. Now, meaning of abduct means to kidnap. Sometimes agents even forcibly kidnap less willing migrants. Now, in the next paragraph, while moving to the next paragraph, see here, one figure has given. See this figure. This is a figure number 40. Indian endangered laborers in a coca plantation in Trinidad, early 19th century. Now we will move towards the next paragraph. 19th century endangered has been described as a new system of slavery. Means 19th century endangered has been described a new system of slavery. On arrival at the plantations, laborers were found conditions to be different from what they had imagined. On arrivals at the plantation place, laborers found conditions to be different from what they had imagined. Means that place is very difficult for them. Living and working conditions were harsh, and there were few legal rights. Living condition on that place, then working condition also very harsh, and very few rights to that endangered labor. But workers discovered their own ways of surviving. After harsh condition of working and a few legal rights on that place, workers discovered their own ways of surviving. Many of them escaped into the wilds, though if caught they faced punishment. Means if workers escaped from that place, they will be get punishment. Others developed new forms of individual and collective self-expression, blending different cultural forms, old and new. Others developed their new forms of individual and collective self-expression, blending different cultural forms. Those may be old and new. In Trinidad, the annual Hurram procession was transformed into a riotous carnival called Hoseh for Imam Hussein, in which workers of all races and religions joined. Means in Trinidad, the annual Hurram procession was transformed into a riotous carnival, that is they called Hoseh for Imam Hussein, in which workers of all races and religions joined that. Similarly, the protest religion of Rastafarianism, made famous by the Jamaican rag star Bob Marley. Similarly, the protest religion of Rastafarianism, made famous by the Jamaican rag star Bob Marley, is also said to reflect social and cultural link with Indian migrants to the Caribbean. Chutney music, popular in Trinidad and Guyana, is another creative contemporary expression of the post-indenture experience. Chutney music was popular in Trinidad and Guyana, is another creative contemporary expression of the post-indenture experience. These forms of cultural fusion are part of the making of the global world where things from different places get mixed. Now, meaning of fusion means mixing of different things into one. The different forms of cultural fusion are part of making the global world, whether things from different places get mixed, lost their original characteristics and become something entirely new. Most endangered workers stayed on after their contracts ended or returned to their new homes after a short spell in India. Most endangered workers stayed on after their contracts ended or when they return to their new homes after a short period spell in India. Consequently, there are large communities of people of Indian descent in these countries. Now, meaning of descent means coming down. Consequently, the large number of communities of people of India decreases in these countries. Have you heard of the Nobel Prize winner writer? Now, here one discussion session has given, that is discuss the importance of language and popular tradition in the creation of national identity. Please student, do this question from your side. Now here some images has given, that is figure number 15, endangered laborers photograph for identification. For the employers, the numbers and not the names matter. Means employer recognize them by their number, not on their name. Now we will move on to the next page. V.S. Naipaul. Some of you may have followed the exploits of West Indies cricketer Shiv Narayan Chandrapal and Ram Naresh Sarwan. These were the famous personalities. One is the Nobel Prize winner writer V.S. Naipaul, and next one, two cricketers were there. First one is Shiv Narayan Chandrapal and Ram Naresh Sarwan. If you have wondered why their names sound vaguely Indian, the answer is that they are descended from endangered labor migrants from India. Now, if you have wondered that why their names sound vaguely. Now, meaning of vague means not clear. Indians, the answer is that they are descendants, means coming down from endangered labor migrants from India. From the 19th, India's nationalist leaders began opposing the system of endangered labor migration as abusive and cruel. Now this is a very important student. For 1 mark it will be come. Please underline these two sentences. Means in which year India's nationalist leader began to opposing the system of endangered labor migration. In the year 19th. It was abolished in 1921 and it was totally abolished from the India in the year 1921. This is also important. Yet for a number of decades afterwards, descendants of Indian endangered workers often thought of coolies renamed an uneasy minority in the Caribbean islands. Number of decades after, descendants of Indian endangered workers often thought as coolies renamed an uneasy minority in the Caribbean islands. Some of Naipaul's early novels capture their sense of loss and alienation. Means some of the early novels captured their sense of loss and alienation. Now, here one figure has given. This is a figure number 16, a contract form of an endangered labor. Now we will move towards the next point. Indian entrepreneurs abroad. How Indian entrepreneurs went abroad. Growing food and other crops for the world market required capital. For growing plant and other crops for the world, it required capital. Large plantations could borrow it from banks and markets, and large plantations could borrow it from banks as well as the markets. But what about the humble peasant? Enter the Indian banker. Now Indian banker enter. Do you know of the Shikaripuri shops and Nattu Kottai Chettiyars? They were amongst the many groups of bankers and traders who financed export agriculture in Central and Southeast Asia. These two persons who financed export agriculture in Central as well as Southeast Asia using either their own funds or those borrowed from European banks, and those two persons using either their own funds or those borrowed from European banks. They had a sophisticated system to transform money over large distances and even developed indigenous forms of a corporate organization, and they have a sophisticated system to transfer money over large distance and even develop indigenous forms of a corporate organization. Now we will move towards on the next paragraph. And here in the next paragraph, Indian traders and money lenders also followed European colonizers into Africa. Indian traders and money lenders also followed European colonizers into Africa. Hyderabadi Sindhi traders, however, ventured beyond European colonies. And here Hyderabadi Sindhi trader, however, ventured beyond European colonies. From the 1860s, they established flourishing emporia at busy ports worldwide, selling local and imported curios to tourists who numbers were being to swell thanks to the development of safe and comfortable passengers vessels. And from the year 1860, they established flourishing emporia at busy ports worldwide, selling local and imported curios to tourists whose numbers were belonging to swell. Thanks to the development of safe and comfortable passengers vessels. Now here meaning of swell means to expand. Now we will move on to the next point. While moving towards the next point, see here. Source A, the testimony of an endangered laborer. Extract from the testimony of Ram Narayan Tevre, an endangered laborer who spent 10 years on Demerara in the early 20th century. In spite of my best efforts, I could not properly do the works that were allotted to me. In a few days, I got my hands burnished all over and I prosecuted and sent to jail for 14 days. New immigrants find the task allotted to them extremely heavy and cannot complete them in a day. Deductions are also made from wages if the work is considered to have been done unsatisfactorily. Many people cannot therefore earn their full wages and are punished in various ways. In fact, the laborers have to spend their period of in danger in a great trouble. Source from has taken Department of Commerce and Industry Migration Branch in the year 1916.